Okay, well, hello everybody. We just wanted to make this video because we felt it was important to be open about our own experience in life and the reason why we came to be trained in the breathwork that we do, offering the chance for other people to free themselves really from things that are holding them back in life and just living in the fullness of what life really means. So for me personally, it's meant that I've literally been able to reclaim my life back for as long as I can remember. Throughout my life I've struggled with mental illness. I've had diagnosis of bipolar and various other things, which throughout the course of my life I was medicated for. None of the medications I took actually helped, and in my experience they actually worsened the effects of my illness. Now obviously these things have a massive impact on your life, and as a result I also struggled with addictions from drugs and alcohol. Just a way of me coping with what was happening in my reality and in my world. I wanted to feel better, and as do many people, we try and treat ourselves the best way that we know how to just make ourselves feel better, even if it's just for a short time. And drugs and alcohol, they usually fit the bill, and that's where we go. So for a long time I struggled with alcohol and drug addiction, which just made my mental health much worse, until I finally found myself in such a dark place that I just had to try something else. So I heard about breathwork actually through Henny, and I went for a session of breathwork, being quite sceptical, I might add, because I just thought, I've tried almost everything I can think of and nothing's worked. So I did go into it thinking this was going to be another one of those things, but I had nothing to lose. So I tried the breathwork, and honestly I am so glad that I did, because it was the catalyst for me reclaiming my life back. I am actually, for the first time in my entire life, the real authentic version of myself, and I am happy and I'm free from the things that had held me back throughout my entire life. So just wanted to tell you that there is hope, and just try these things, because it really is helpful and it works.
So I'm Hendrik. Grew up in a small town in Africa, South Africa to be more precise. My father was alcoholic. This then transpired later on in life that I started experimenting with drugs and alcohol. My marriage broke up because of alcohol. Found myself in a flat on my own, living a single life, seeing my kids only on weekends and end of the week some days. I knew something had to change, because it was going downhill fast. Families were probably going to kick me for saying all these things, but that was who I was. I struggled with things. I'd done the breath work. It gave me a different view of life, and it brought out a better version of myself. I enjoyed it so much that me and Victoria trained to be breath coaches. I gave up the business I was clinging on to, that I saw as my only success, if you could have called that a success in life. I gave that up to do the breathwork full time. We've seen so many people's lives being transformed by the breathwork, from addictions to low self-esteem, and just total transformation in people. We would recommend breathwork for anyone that hasn't tried it. It obviously is much better than taking any drugs or alcohol or medication, and it just brings out the best in you. So by all means, do give it a go.
Yes, and I know, like I said earlier on when I said about how sceptical I was, and that really is the honest truth. I was sceptical because I thought, how can just breathing change my whole life, really? Because, like I say, these things had plagued me for my entire life. So I was very, very sceptical. But you've got nothing to lose by trying it. I mean, it's a couple of hours of your life, and like Henny said, we have seen complete transformations in people's lives, including our own. This is personal, honest testimony. It really does work, and if you're going to commit anything to yourself, I would really recommend just trying one session of breathwork, because it's something that you can't explain the profound experience that you can experience through this breathwork with words. It cannot be described. Feel free to look at our website, because there's many testimonials of people that have undergone this breathwork with us, and it's their personal and honest testimony. So feel free to visit chrysalisfreedom.com and have a look at our testimonials. But we're just so passionate. We know that people are struggling, especially right now. We know that a lot of people are really struggling and they don't know how to move forward. Just please be open-minded and just try these things, because you never know unless you try it. If I hadn't experienced what I experienced when I decided to try the breathwork, I could possibly still be in that same cycle. Actually, no, not possibly. I would have been. I still would have been doing the same things. I would have been addicted to alcohol. I would have been addicted to drugs, and I would have been in a very, very dark place. So because I took that chance and I committed something to myself, I am where I am today. And like I say, I'm happy and I'm free of all of those things that burdened my life. So if you're interested, please get in touch, because we're happy to talk to anyone about these things. But just take a chance on yourself.
Yes, we all pick up traumas along our life, and these traumas get stored, and till you deal with these traumas directly, they keep haunting you, and the breathwork is a beautiful way to deal with these traumas.
Yes.
Some of these traumas happened in childhood and we don't even remember them, but they do affect our daily lives.
Yes.
I mean, you could try a simple exercise of just breathing and see how it changes your state of mind. Although the breathwork we do is slightly different, just exhaling longer than inhaling calms you down. And that's just one way to show you that your breathing patterns do affect your life tremendously.
Okay, well, we hope that you found this video interesting. And like I say, if you've got any questions or you want to talk to us further about it, please contact us. Because we're just so passionate. We want people to experience this freedom in their lives. So you know where we are. Please get in contact with us. Namaste.